isn't necessarily Plexus related, but it's ing related. Okay, and I say that because I feel like it's important for you to know who I am, especially if we've never met before. Obviously, you know, because I talk to you and I share, like, you know, personal stuff with you, things that may help with your health and wellness, and it's always not the most open of topics, I guess. It's not really something you probably talk about with a complete stranger. So I like to open myself up to you a little bit to kind of give you a good idea. You know, that, yeah, I'm a normal person. Yes, I haven't done my makeup. Yes, my hair is piled on top of my head. And yes, I am out weeding my flower garden right now. And as I was weeding, okay, so I started thinking, I recently had this conversation. Perfect stranger, so same deal. Hadn't met her before, ran into her. Further conversation, and she mentioned power walking. She was talking about health. She was mentioning how great she, you know, felt and looked for her age, which I thought was awesome. So naturally, what does that lead to? Plexus, a little bit of a Plexus conversation. Only, as soon as I mentioned it, she got real defensive. She's like, what are you selling? What are you doing? And I was like, gosh, you know, I certainly didn't mean for that, because all I tell you guys is stuff that I want you to know. You know, I just want you guys to know that it exists. I'm not trying to, like, pull the wool over your eyes, you know, and, like, fool you into something. So anyway, she continued and said, you know, I won't touch any of that stuff, any of those programs or plans or multi-level marketing companies, you know, with the 10-foot pole, you know, yada, yada. It's okay. You know, I've heard it before. I'm going to hear it again. I'm okay with that. You know, it's my choice, but that I'm doing this, I guess, my choice that I am sharing this with people. But I won't stop sharing it, because looking at her and listening to her, I knew it was something that she would need and she would benefit. And it just kind of blows my mind sometimes that people can be so put off by that, even just the mention of it. I don't know, it kind of blows me away, you know, and it's kind of disheartening. Sometimes, you know, I try not to let it get to me, but I'm like, all I'm trying to do is tell you about something that's awesome. That's it. Especially if you care about your health. And, you know, the way she was talking, I can't imagine not wanting to know all I could do for it. We're just chatting, you know, carrying on. And then we find, like, all these similarities about how it's just such a small world, you know. So-and-so knows so-and-so who knows so-and-so, so-and-so. And then finds out where I live. Okay, she finds out and she goes, nuh-uh. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, you are that gal, that, you know, that lady on the corner. And I was like, yeah. She goes, I see you out there every morning, you know, saying bye to your kids as they go off to school, all your kids with their backpacks on, and you waving goodbye as they are off to school. And she goes, I have a whole scenario about you with my son. And here I am thinking, oh, that's endearing, you know, that's funny. That's funny that I've caught the attention of someone who drives by my house every day, okay? And she goes on to say, oh, yeah, see you out there weeding all the time. And then I saw, you know, you had some trucks there doing, you know, some landscape, and we had some concrete poured. We had a new sidewalk and porch and patio poured, much needed and much appreciated, and I love it. Anyways, and she got into that. She goes, oh, look, and now they have landscapers and blah, blah, blah. Well, then she said something that kind of made me think, you know. She said, must be nice. Then I become, like, a little confused, right? I'm like, must be nice. I was like, well, yeah, I am grateful that we were able to have that stuff done, you know? She goes, no, that you just get to do, like, whatever you want. You're just, like, at home every day. I told my son, your husband must make a ton of money. And she's like, and I told him you probably sit on the couch eating bonbons and watch Netflix. You guys, I'm not easily offended. But something like that, I mean, just to know that I've been categorized with this, like, stigma about stay-at-home moms. Sorry, I'm outside, obviously. Gosh, it did. I guess what it did is it opened my eyes to what some people must still think about stay-at-home moms. And I am one, right? And shame on her for thinking that that's what we do. You know, and if we do it, sometimes who cares? And the thing is we're kicking ass at this job. I think it's the modern day world, guys. You know, I have so much that I have going on. You know, obviously I am running a very successful Plexus team. You don't think work's involved in that? I mean, it is. I mean, but it's fun work for me. It's getting the word out there. It's helping people. I do event design. You know, I decorate people's weddings, and I go in and I collect stuff at flea markets and stuff. I have like a whole nother business that I run. I coach my daughter's softball team. You know, I go to my kids' softball and baseball games and soccer games, and I do community theater. You know, I volunteer my time for that, and it's enjoyable. And I'm home supporting my husband and taking care of my family. And so to hear that's all that was thought of, and to make it even worse, that's what she shared with her son. I don't understand why you'd want, well, I guess I wouldn't want my kids growing up thinking that if someone gets to stay at home then that means that they've worked together really hard to get to that place. And that's what works out best for their life. It's not an easy way out. It wasn't something that I was like, I have to do this, so you figure it out. It was, wow, look where I ended up. I ended up being able to stay at home and do all my stuff out of my home when my kids are home, and I'm able to weed my flower beds, you know, during the daytime when maybe other people are at work. And I'm able to get the housework done maybe sometimes, so I don't have to do it when we're all home together, you know. Yeah, I'm grateful for the situation I found myself in. However, she doesn't even know, like, what I've done with my life and how hard that I've worked, and my husband and I have worked together to get us to this point. She has no idea that my dreams are so much bigger and I'm just getting started. She just has no idea. So, you know, I don't know. And here I am talking to you about it, and shame on me, I guess, for letting it get to me. And I shouldn't have to explain myself to anybody. You know what I mean? But I guess what the purpose of this video would probably be is to reach out to all the other families who have been able to make this work, and it's been their choice to do it this way. Good for you. You know, because what that says to me is that you've worked hard to get to that point, and you continue to work hard so you can keep it like that. And it doesn't work out for everybody, you know, not everybody can do it. But I guess what I'm throwing out there too is just that the choices I've made, the things I've gotten involved in, has allowed me to do it. I've worked full time. I did it for years and years, and I've just been thankful, like I said, that I have found ways to where I can be here. You know, I have 4 kiddos. And I know a lot of you guys, you know, with your kids and stuff, it's busy. It gets hectic. And, you know, and here's the thing. Some people don't want to. Some people don't want to stay at home. Some people like working full time, you know. They've worked really hard for where they're at, and they're doing a job that they love, you know. So that's the thing, guys. We work hard for what we want in life, right? We work hard to get there. And if we're unhappy, we work hard to change it. If we're happy, we just keep rocking it. You know, life's different for everybody, right? And so I just think it's funny to categorize people and to make them feel a certain way. And like I said, I don't have to answer to anybody. I shouldn't have to explain it to anybody. And I didn't. And I'm not. I'm just talking to you about it.